Hello everyone, it's Matt again, the Digital Literacy and Local History Technician at the Tillsonburg Branch Library. This is another virtual tech talk, and the subject this time is searching with Bibliocommons. In other words, how to search our new catalog. This video picks up from my last tech talk, which covered how to set up your Bibliocommons account with your Oxford County Library card. And if you need guidance on setting up your Bibliocommons account, you'll find that video in the library's Virtual Tech Talks playlist here on YouTube. This video assumes that you've already set up your account with Bibliocommons and that you're ready to begin searching for books, DVDs, and other items in our library catalog. Okay, so let's get right to it. Now, what you're looking at here is, I'm sure you've seen it quite a bit, it's the library's homepage, ocl.net. It's not our catalog, it's our homepage. There are three ways of getting to our catalog from the library's homepage. Very quickly, I'll point them out. Under this pull-down menu here, Books and More, you'll find Catalog. We'll just click on that. Up here is a keyword search, a very quick keyword search function. Just type in just a few words to get your search started, and then click this search button or magnifying glass icon, and that'll initiate the search. And then the third way is probably the most common way, at least it's the way that I usually get to the catalog from the home page, is this button right here in the middle. It says Catalog. So I'm going to click on that. And it takes me to the landing page for our catalog, our Bibliocommons catalog. Before I go any further, I just want to point out that you may have noticed already up here, I've already logged into my Bibliocommons account. And that's because in my case, I know that eventually I'm going to place holds on some of the items that I find. And so I've gone ahead and I've logged in. I should also point out, though, you don't have to log into Bibliocommons just to search the catalog. You can do searches just fine without logging in. It's only if you see something you want to put a hold on, you click the place hold button. If you're not already logged in, it will prompt you to log into your account. So I'm going to show you some basic searches. Also, before I get to that, I'm going to show you a few cool ways, I think are cool anyway, just to browse our collection using this Bibliocommons catalog. And that's over here under Explore. Okay, this pull-down menu here. If I click on that, I have a number of different ways of exploring the catalog. I'm going to show you just two that I usually use. New titles. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and then the screen will reload, and what we get here is a gallery of book covers. These are, well, books. They could be books, they could be DVDs. These are basically items that have just arrived. Okay, these are items that we do have copies of in the library. Actually, some of these could be ebooks, but most of them are going to be physical format books or items or DVDs of some kind. And again, they've just arrived to the library, so if you, like me, are eager to see what kinds of new things are coming into the library collection, that this is a quick and easy way of seeing that. And you can narrow your this gallery just to print books, or if it's large print you like, or DVDs, you can limit it by content, so fiction versus nonfiction, audience, so adult versus children versus teen, language, so basically just choose. Let's see what, I'm in a book mood, let's see what the new print books in standard print. Let's do nonfiction for adult in English. I'm going to click apply, and then the page will reload, and then I'll get a gallery of book covers. It's showing me just the book covers because this is a browsing strategy. We're not really searching the catalog yet. This is just a browsing strategy, okay? If I want to see, okay, so that's just arrived. What if I want to get a little preview of some of the items that have been ordered? They're not at the library yet. Okay, so copies are not available. You can't go there and find anything on the shelves just yet. But we've ordered copies, and so these are items that are on their way. You can see that some of these we don't even have the cover art yet for the catalog, because we're just waiting on these copies to arrive at some point in the next few weeks or a couple months or whatever. Some of these are video games and DVDs. Some of these are books. Again, if you want to narrow your results by format, content, audience, language. You can do that. Just choose those options, then click apply, and then the gallery will reload. So that's how browsing new titles works. If you want to browse our catalog items to see which items we have that have won awards, you can do that. Click on awards. Okay, and you get this gallery. Okay, this is available now. I actually have an interest in, what is it called? The Giller Prize. Okay, so if I scroll down here, you can see that we have links to different award winners by the name of the award. We have these actually categorized by country. So these are Canadian Book Awards, UK, Ireland, American, okay, from the United States. What was the Giller Prize, right? It's the Scotiabank Giller Prize. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to see how many titles in the Oxford County Library catalog are Scotia Giller Prize winners. Or, oh, okay, we have quite a few. How many is it? Yeah, you see we have 28 pages of items, a total of 275. Surely those are not all Giller Prize winners. Let's scroll back up. Over here, okay. To the left, we can narrow. Okay, so we have those that made the long list, those that made the short list for the prize, and then those that actually went ahead and won the prize. And if I click on any of these, let's actually narrow this, our browsing just to the short list. And then we can narrow it even further by nomination year. This is cool. Okay, so that's just one example of how we can sort of explore. I'm going to go back to the awards. Actually, I want to see, do we have Newbery? The Newbery Award winners? Yes, we do. Newbery Medal. Wow. Okay. As you can probably tell, Caldecott. Wow. Okay, as you can probably tell, this is not something I do a lot of, and I'm actually really inspired to come back after I'm done this video and have a closer look at how to browse just by looking at the award winners. That's cool. And did I see Oprah? Okay, I'm not sure is there an Oprah award? I think this is just titles that have been included in Oprah's book club over the years, which, as many people in the publishing industry will tell you, is almost as good as getting an award, maybe even better, as far as bringing attention to your book goes. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. That's just some ways, and you can browse by looking at titles in our catalog that were classified at some point anyway as bestsellers, staff picks, and there are other options there. So that's, again, we're not really doing any deep searches. We're just browsing the catalog at this point. But if I want to do some deep searches, then up here you see the magnifying glass picture says search. I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, this appears, and we get a search field. We can search by keyword, title, author, subject, series. I'm going to show you about 4 of these. Keyword is just as it sounds. It's you type some words in there related to whatever your interests are. You get a whole bunch of search results, and you can sort through them various ways. I'm going to show you how to do how to use these other search functions in the pull-down menu. If you want to search by title, I know of a book by Robertson Davies. Okay, it's called Fifth Business. I read it many years. It's actually my favorite book ever written. But I want to see if we have copies. So I know the title exactly. Okay, so I'm going to type it in. I'm going to hit I can just hit return, or I can hit the magnifying glass button. It'll initiate the search. I search by title. Okay, so there it is. Fifth Business by Robertson Davies. We get a number of other things in here. Because the words fifth and business show up in the title field somehow, some way. So this is turned up because there's 5th edition small business. So it's a hand. That's got nothing to do with what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to explain why these have turned up. 5th, yeah, okay. So you can see that a couple of other books have come in here that are not what I'm looking for. But you know what? It's narrowed it down to just 4 choices, and obviously that's the one I want. I'm going to click on that. I'll get the single item view. So over here, okay, available. If all the copies were signed out, it would say not available, I think. 2 copies, 2 available. Availability by location. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so there's a copy sitting on the shelves at the Princeton Branch Library and a copy sitting on the shelves at the Thamesford Branch Library. So they're not checked out, but my home branch is the Tillsonburg branch. So let's say I want to put a hold on this so that one of those 2 branches will send its copy or a copy down to Tillsonburg and it'll come in as a hold for me. So I want to place a hold on that. I'm going to click place hold, the green button, and then this little box pops up and it's just confirming the book that I want, 5th Business. Pick up at, I have my home branch set in my library card record as Tillsonburg Branch Library, so it comes up by default, Tillsonburg Branch. If for some reason I find it just this time, I'd find it more convenient to have it sent to another branch for some reason, I can change that. But Tillsonburg is my home branch, so I'm going to choose Tillsonburg Branch Library. Now I can go ahead and just click place hold, and I'll get a little confirmation notification that the hold was placed. But I want to show you a useful feature here. Enable single-click holds. And this is, as it sounds, enable single-click holds to place a hold in a single step. All right, and this will update your first preferred location. What that means is, if I click this and then click place hold, I'm telling Bibliocommons that in the future, anytime, okay, hold request on 5th Business, you're number 1 in line, great. So that was successful. Because I had enabled single-click holds, next time I'm in the catalog and I see a book that I want to place on hold, and I see the green hold button here, okay, that says place hold. If I click that, it just will automatically, I'll get that little notification at the bottom. I won't get that box pop up. It won't ask me to confirm my preferred pickup location because I've already told Bibliocommons that Tillsonburg is my home branch. I want it sent there, and so I don't have to go through that. It's a quicker, more efficient way of placing holds. But down the line, if you want to disable that feature, because maybe you want to have a book that you've placed on hold sent to a different pickup location, just click on your pull-down menu up here for your account, go to My Settings, and you can change it back, so it's not forever. Okay, so that's searching by title and also how to place a hold in Bibliocommons. Let's do by author. Let's keep this consistent, actually. Robertson Davies. Okay, so I'm going to type in Robertson Davies, and I hit enter there, or I can click on this little magnifying glass icon to initiate the search, and we get in our search results books that were written by Robertson Davies. Okay. Just a few things to point out here. Up here, I've written the first name followed by the last name. If you're doing an author search, that's perfectly fine. I know that many, many years ago, when automated library catalogs first came along, a lot of the time you were forced to, if you remember, write the last name first with a comma and then, oops, you gotta write it, spell it correctly. Last name, comma, first name, and then do the search. With Bibliocommons, they don't mind. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You're going to get I just redid the search and we have the same search results. So it recognizes both ways. There's really no need to do it this way anymore. That's kind of an old-fashioned way. So you can just type Robertson Davies, Stephen King, Margaret Atwood, Alice Munro. You don't have to worry about reversing the order of the names. Now you'll notice in some of these search results so far that we have a number of symbols, okay? And what that means is that sometimes with items, particularly very popular items, we'll have the same book or the same title in a number of different formats. You'll notice here with 5th Business, okay, it says book, and we have the symbol of an open book. What that means is that we have it as a print book in standard size print. If we had it in large print, we get a different symbol. If we had an ebook version of it, okay, then there would be a different symbol under here, but we have it only as a standard print physical format copy book. Now, one of his last books, The Cunning Man, we seem to have in a variety of formats. Here is the print book version down here. We also have an ebook version that is you can borrow through the Hoopla e-reading service with your library card if you want. There's also an e-audiobook version that you can stream through the same service, Hoopla, with your library card if you want. We have the print version. Let's say you're interested just in which titles we have in physical format print book. Over here, there's this wonderful sidebar. Okay, it says filter your results by, and you have this menu of options. Okay, here under format, you can see that it says book and then ebook. If I click on book, I'm telling the catalog that I want to see just the titles that are available as a print book. And you'll have noticed the search results reload and all the ebook options have been removed. And so I'm getting just Robertson Davies books, okay, that are available at Oxford County Library in print format. And if I want to do it the other way, I can unclick this and then look at just those that are available as ebooks. So that's one way of using filtering your results, of narrowing the results down in a way that's useful for you. Let's say I want to know which of these books are available at a particular branch. If I click available now, okay, I get a list of branches. Now you'll notice these are not all branches in the Oxford County Library. That's because we actually don't have as many books by Robertson Davies as we do other maybe other authors. So there appears my home branch is Tillsonburg. I don't see it listed here. Okay, but let's say I was at the Princeton branch. I wanted to limit my search results just to those Robertson Davies books that are available in print format at the Princeton branch. I'm going to click on that. The blue check mark appears and the search results reload. Oh, and look, okay, so it's Fifth Business by Robert. That's one of the two copies anyway is available at the Princeton branch. I know that many folks, when they're searching at home or they've come in the library and they're using the catalog, the Bibliocommons catalog right in the library, they want to know what titles are available just at a particular branch. This Available Now feature, it's usually a pull-down menu that you have to open up. That's how you narrow those down. Okay, so that's author search. Subject search. I want to search. Well, one of my childhood interests was the Titanic, and you know what? I'm grown up, but I still find it interesting. It's still a very popular subject. We have quite a few books that come up under subject. Did I do a subject search? Yes, I did. Okay. So fiction books that, I guess these are novels, the stories of which take place in the Titanic or in some way relate to the Titanic. Someone's diary. I'm looking for nonfiction books, and not for children, nonfiction books for adults. So let's scroll back up here. Let's have a look over at the sidebar here. Okay. Content. Here we go. I don't want fiction or any fiction books related to the Titanic as a subject. I don't want nonfiction. So I'm going to click nonfiction. The search results will reload. These are just nonfiction books, but I can see already I still have a mixture of stuff here. There are books for children, there are books for adults. I want the ones that are just for adults. So where am I going to, it's audience. Yeah, I'm going to click on audience, and then I'm going to click on adults. That blue check mark appears here, and everything is reloaded. And so I'm looking at, yeah, these are books in our catalog that are nonfiction books about the Titanic for adults and not for children. So, and here are all those. So we have actually quite a few, it looks like. That's good. Okay, so yeah, and you know what? Every time that you apply a different limiter, that's what these are really called, or you filter your results by some new category, whether it be by format, by branch availability, by intended audience, content. Every time you choose one of those, or you tick a box in this checklist here, Bibliocommons actually reminds you up here what what filters or limiters you've placed on your search results. So that's how to do a subject search. Series. I'll show you how to do a series search. I was looking at Robertson Davies novels earlier. Okay. Series is great if you have a favorite author that writes in series or trilogies or something like that. Now, Fifth Business was part of the Deptford trilogy. I'm going to search. I'm going to see if we have anything in our library. What is it? It's the Salterton trilogy. Okay, I'm going to type Salterton trilogy under series search. Click search. Ah, okay, yes, and Salterton was his first trilogy. And it appears we have at least two. Oh, we have all three. Okay, so Tempest Tossed. Oh, this is useful. All right. I was about to tell you which one came first, which one came second, but you can see in the search results that we identify the series here. Okay, Salterton trilogy, and we also have them in chronological order. So the catalog is telling me that Tempest Tossed is the first of Robertson Davies' Salterton series. Mixture of Frailties was number 3. Leaven of Malice was 2. Do we have it? Oh, yes, we do. We have it in our catalog as a downloadable audiobook. Okay, so it doesn't look as if we have a print copy of that, but that's okay. Okay, so that is title, author, subject, series. Yeah, just some closing comments on searching using Bibliocommons. The more you use it, the easier it gets, the more familiar you'll get with it. I work at the branch almost every day, and every now and then, someone will come up and say, why, what was wrong with the old catalog? Can't you go back to the old catalog? And I can totally understand why people grow attached to the old catalog. I was attached, to the old catalog, and when we made the switch, I think it was last December, it took me a few weeks to get the hang of this. But the point is that the more you do it, the more it just becomes first nature. And I honestly can't even remember how the old catalog worked. It wasn't terribly different from this. But I now have, I can just come to this catalog and search for, I feel like, almost anything. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned on this channel for more virtual tech talks.